Welcome to the Wrestle Story, where we discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Wednesday after AEW and NXT, every Thursday after NXT UK, and every Friday after SmackDown. And this week, tomorrow night, we're going to do NWA Power.
Something new. Woo, 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 woo. What's up? How's it going, people?
Tonight, Monday Night Raw.
Yes. Actually,
hello, people.
This was a very good Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. Tilt the camera.
Like, really. Well, now you can see the microphone.
Huh?
Now you can see the microphone right there.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, yeah, you can see it barely. It's okay. We'll move the mic.
There.
Okay, I think
we're all good now.
We're good now?
So.
We'd be good.
Monday Night Raw tonight was actually thoroughly enjoyable. I felt from start to finish.
How's it going, Elijah?
It was good. What did everybody else think? Because I thought it was pretty decent.
It was
a pretty good show.
Solid show.
I only have a couple things to complain about today.
2.
Okay, it might be more than 2.
3.
But I only have a couple things to complain about.
There was like 12 segments, and she wants to complain about 9 of them, but it was a good show.
That's a lie. There's only like 1 or 2 things that I'm just kind of like not as super big. It's not even like segments that were on the show in particular. It's just certain things that I'm not a super big fan of right now that I just want to.
That's right.
I just want to talk about.
It was segments that weren't on the show.
It kind of has to do with the people that were involved in the segment, but it wasn't the segment itself. I thought all the segments were pretty good.
All the segments were good.
So.
Except for the ones that weren't.
So.
Just saying.
So, we start off the show with an Edge and Orton recap.
This was awesome.
I really like the Edge and Orton thing. The whole recap video itself, generally I'm not a huge fan of the recap videos, but this one was done very well.
The whole thing was done well.
Like, everything from, everything that happened last week and the way they set it all up in the video, it just looked super duper cool and very, very awesome. So I love the recap video, and generally I don't say that. Generally I'm like, really, a recap? Why are we doing this again, Then we get Randy's...
Thanks for the follow, Scott7T.
We then get Randy's explanation.
How's it going?
Yes, how's everybody doing? Hello, Elijah, and Little Fettuccine.
Yes.
What's up?
Yes.
What is up?
It's a good show tonight, Little Fettuccine.
So...
Stick around. We just started. We'll talk about it.
Randy Orton comes out, and he immediately, I almost wish, what I wish they would have done? I wish they would have just had him come out in silence instead of cutting to his music, and just let the boos from all the people just, be what he came to the ring.
I will say, I don't know that, I will say this. I think that we have a legitimate heel in WWE now.
100%. Last week I was just kind of like...
Question is, has Ruby really joined Lana, or is it just she's
I'll
after
get to
Liv?
that. I'll get to that. Hey, John L., what's up? Is it weird that I like Ruby now? Because we changed it to Liv Morgan. So, I thought this whole Randy Orton segment was done so very well.
It was awesome.
And I loved it. And last week I was just kind of like...
I loved it last week. I love it this week. I love what they're doing.
I liked last week's segment a lot. My argument was I felt that, they could have used somebody different instead of Randy Orton. But now I've since changed my mind.
You have a legitimate heel in WWE, and that
does not happen very often.
Really has not happened in a while.
So he comes out. He gets booed so very much. Like, he legit, he did this. He goes, and then people go, boo, you suck! Like, he just breathed into the microphone.
Yeah.
And he got boos from every direction. He then says, look, I guess, long pause, filled with a lot of boos from the people. I guess I owe everyone another long pause. An explanation. You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck.
If they have Christian on, I think it'd be good.
He then says, last week, long pause. More boos boos from the people.
This was awesome.
More boos from the people.
Great segment, great way to do it. I loved how they did it.
He then says, I can't. Another super long pause filled with boos from the people. I can't do this. And then he leaves. He leaves. Okay.
You know what?
Thought process on this. Go first.
Well, the thought process is he's... one of two things are happening. He's second-guessing himself on why he did it, or he's just thinking, wow, yes, I'm really good. I just destroyed you, so that is cool. Raw was actually pretty good despite the blizzard. They had a good crowd.
They did. It was, like, packed.
Yeah.
Like, in all honesty, there were way more people there than I thought there was going to be.
Yeah, they had a good-sized crowd for, you know...
The blizzard.
The blizzard.
Of the century, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I agree with you on that. I think he's either regretting what he did...
Or he just doesn't care.
Or he just doesn't care. One of the two. I feel like the way his body language was and the way he was kind of like he doesn't know what to say. He can't get his words out because the people are booing him so much. I feel like it's almost why did I do that type of thing. Like I don't know why I did that, but I did. That's kind of what I get from it. Is like,
hey, dude, Scott. It's probably the best Raw in probably a long time.
He regrets doing what he did, but now he's like, I don't have an answer as to why I did it.
Yeah.
I think that might be the way they go with it.
Well, it might.
Because I feel like because I feel like it's not a, I just don't care.
Or maybe he just comes out and goes, you know what?
Type of thing. I feel like he almost legitimately has no idea why he did it.
Or he just
like, because he feels, it's almost like he's kind of distraught. Like, I don't know what to say because I don't know what I did. I can't believe I did that type of a situation.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I get from like his body language, and it was really enjoyable to watch, even though he didn't say very much.
That was an awesome segment.
The crowd did most of the work.
Well, because he let them do much.
Exactly.
He did the work.
He
led them up and
exactly. I mean, last week he beat the crap out of Edge, which is what started this. But then tonight he really didn't do much. So, you know, it worked.
Scott just got the foul language from Streamlabs for Riddick.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah. He said Riddick, and it's like picking up the D.
Yes, got it. That's good. Foul language.
Honest, I watched
question mark.
Randy, and after that, I didn't watch the rest, so I don't know if it was good show.
It was actually a really good show, and if you didn't watch the whole thing, I'd almost recommend you go back and watch it because it was really
It's
good.
Riddick, Scott. It's Streamlabs.
Yes.
It's like picking up Riddick. I got to figure out how to stop it from doing that.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed the Randy Orton segment, and I feel like that's where they're going with it. It's like he doesn't have a clue why he did it.
If you ever get banned from here, we will pull you back in.
We'll fix it.
Yeah.
100%. So I don't know.
But I gotta have my bots because stupid people come in and do stupid things.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
So I can Mr. Flair name it anymore.
So I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I love the segment. The segment was awesome. I loved what they did with it. The whole thing was good. Okay. Riddick Moss with Mojo Rawley is as useless as the G in lasagna. Yes. I saw your tweet. It was funny.
Very funny. Randy doesn't need a reason. See,
he doesn't, which is why this segment was awesome. He just came out, didn't say anything, had the crowd booing, had them upset at him, and then he walked out.
See, I feel like we've almost always seen that from Randy, you know, like he doesn't really have a reason to why he does stuff, which is why now I feel like in this situation he's almost, it's different. Because I feel like he almost really regrets doing what he did. He has no clue why he did it. He came out there, he did it anyways, and now he doesn't know what to do. Because he didn't mean to do it, but he did it anyways.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's the feeling I get from it, is he kind of had some sort of regret that he did that. That's what
I don't think he
felt
regrets it. I think it's just
to
the way
me.
it's going to be. They're going to play this out.
I mean, maybe they're going to play it out where it looks like he totally regrets doing what he did and he doesn't have a clue why he did it. And then, you know, next week he comes out and is like, you know, I don't care what you people think. I don't care if you boo me. Go right ahead.
I agree.
They could take a turn with that, but I feel like if they want to be different for, you know, a Randy Orton storyline, because I feel like that's always his situation, is he just does things for no reason.
It proves that everyone likes Edge, but I think the one thing it does, we have not had a legitimate heel in WWE in a while.
No,
and everybody can sit here and say, well, Brock's a heel. No, Brock, people just don't like Brock.
I just dislike Brock.
You either like Brock or you don't like Brock. It's not. There's no in between. It's like he's not a heel.
No.
And they have an opportunity here, and they're taking advantage of it with Randy being a heel, and I love it.
I agree. I think it's really good.
Well, we got
good
good news and bad news. The good news is who takes over when WWE when Vince goes to XFL. Here comes. And bad news is Ricochet versus Brock should have been Lashley.
I'll share my thoughts on that as we get to it. Several thoughts. So, we then get a recap of...
I'm looking forward to the XFL too.
We then get a recap of the men's Royal Rumble match for whatever reason. And then we get Liv versus Lana, and I'm just kind of like, why? And now I understand why we got it a second time, but it's still dumb. Liv won, and then Ruby Riott returned. Oh my gosh! Ruby Riott returned. This is crazy. She has green hair. I popped, for sure. I was like, whoa!
Well, this was cool.
I knew she was coming back. I just didn't know where they were going to be. Now, I have some thoughts, and hopefully this does not happen. Ruby then attacks Liv, and then Lana beats up Liv after.
Randy is the best heel, right? Since King Corbin ate some dog food on Friday.
The
I wouldn't even say Corbin's a heel because he's just disliked.
He's not a heel.
I mean,
the problem with Corbin is people dislike Corbin because he's on TV way too much, and they want him to go away. He has go away heat, not I hate you because you did something bad and you beat up Edge heat. He doesn't have that. Okay, he has go away. I don't want to see your face anymore heat. He's not a heel.
No.
Not at all.
Gleen, did you hear the Hammerhead has come to SmackDown this week? He banged his head in the door.
So, Ruby, Liv, Lana. This feud is going to be really good for Liv if Lana is no longer involved. If, for some godforsaken reason, they pair up Ruby and Lana, it's going to go downhill really fast. Very quickly. And it's not going to be good. So, first thing I would do is don't do that. Second thing I would do, get Ruby and Liv as far away from Lana as you possibly can. Because Lana will be the downfall of this whole feud. Lana will be the reason people do not watch it. Lana will be the reason people do not care. Because Lana is not good. There, I said it. It needed to be said. And I said it.
I would agree.
Do you have any further thoughts on this?
No, I think that
Lana will be the downfall of this feud?
Well, I don't know, because it depends on what they do with it. If they do something good with it, I think that they can make it legit and make it interesting.
Except
the issue I have is
I don't think they're going to make it good.
Well, if they
do this, it's going to be something real stupid and corny.
If they turn this into
like the wedding, like everything that's gone down thus far with Liv and Lana. What is the reason behind Liv and Lana fighting? Nobody really knows. Okay, Liv showed up at the wedding. She said, "Oh, I love you, Lana," or whatever. And now it's kind of like, why are they fighting? I don't know. So I just need the Liv Lana saga to be over. Let's just erase that from our minds, erase that from history, and let's just good feud. Because they're going to make this story into a three-way love affair. God, I hope not. That's what I don't want them to do. That's the one thing I really just don't want to go down that road. Let's just not do that, okay? Really don't want to see that. I would just like Liv to please feud with Ruby and just leave Lana away. Go away, Lana. Nobody likes you. Go back to being Bobby's manager, wife, person. Just do that.
Yeah. Lashley was on tonight.
Don't wrestle. Don't cut promos. Just go away. Because you can't speak. Personally, I don't think you can wrestle either. So. That was that.
So I just saw you looked up the wrestle votes. I don't remember who said it. It was Elijah, I think. Word coming out of Raw is that more suspensions coming must be something that Southern California Water hint. Working to confirm details, and then they show a picture of Samoa Joe. So does that mean that Samoa Joe is suspended?
Don't know. If he's suspended, WWE will put something out.
Yeah.
Hey,
thanks for the follow.
Tonight.
How's it going?
Lashley was on TV tonight. Can't speak. Lashley versus whom? Seth and Ricochet. Goldberg on SmackDown. Wow. Yeah, we'll get to that, man. I rewatched Royal Rumble. Did y'all hear Lana when she came down?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
She needs to go away.
Yeah. Go away.
Go away. WWE Superstar.
Yes.
This is what I'm saying, though. She's not good on the mic. Okay? She doesn't know how to speak. Okay? I can cut a better promo than her. Okay? That's just the way it is. She's not good on the mic. She stutters over her words 99.9% of the time. 99.9% of the time, she doesn't really have a clue what she's talking about. And I just, it's really hard to listen to.
Yeah.
Really hard to watch. And just overall, it's not enjoyable.
I love Zelina added Angel Garza to awesome work. Yes, I think that was one of the things that really made the show tonight.
Agreed.
It was something fresh, something new, and it was.
Speak is called a spit rhymes.
it was pretty cool, I thought. You know, when they add something new, change some things up, I think it makes it more interesting. And they did a good job. They've done a good job, really, the last couple weeks of doing some different things and changing some things up.
I agree.
Even though you complain.
So, what?
Oh, there's some things I don't like about tonight.
There were.
It was an awesome Raw.
But it was an awesome Raw.
There's some things I don't like.
There were a couple things that I just have a couple questions.
Charlotte is going to be on NXT Wednesday.
Couple little issues with, such as the Liv Lana Ruby.
We will get to the Zelina Garza match here in a minute. I just hope
they do not pair up
the Garza
Ruby
Zelina
and
thing.
Lana. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that worries me.
Alright.
Because I feel like if you do that, it's really just going to mess up Ruby's whole return.
Yeah.
And it's going to then, really have messed up both Ruby and Liv's returns.
Well, I think it's stupid how they've done it.
Because if you just put them with Lana, it's like, why? Why?
Jinder Mahal versus Aleister Black will be good. Is that what's planned?
I hope not.
Because if that's what's planned, it's stupid.
That'd be dumb.
Yeah. Not that I have an issue with it. It's just...
It'd be dumb.
They need to figure out something with...
I'm sick of Zelina. Well, just you wait.
Dude.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix my foot. It's stuck underneath my leg. So, we then get Drew McIntyre.
Lashley and Sheldon should be a tag team. I think that'd be cool.
They should be. Sheldon,
yeah.
Shelton Benjamin, he's got...
Of course, they go where all other tag teams go. They just go to die somewhere.
True. Shelton Benjamin, though, he's got some, rockin' awesome theme music. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty good. At least I like it, you know. What happened with Zelina?
We're gonna get to
Little Fettuccine, we're about to get there. So, we then get Drew McIntyre versus none other than Mojo Rawley. I can't believe it. They brought Mojo Rawley out first, and I'm sitting here going, commentary says something about Drew McIntyre. I'm like, no way, they did not just say Mojo Rawley is fighting Drew McIntyre. Did they? Is that really what they just said? And then, of course it was.
Considering he's the 24/7 champ, I'm not sure what.
I was like, what? So, Drew gets on the mic before the match. He says, Mojo, I just want you to know that I'll be with you in a second. Just hold on. But first, I got to address Brock Lesnar. You might have noticed in that video, Brock attacked me last week. Now, that tells me that Brock Lesnar is apprehensive of the sexy Scotsman. Now, he knows that I'm a little bit stronger, a little bit faster, and I have a secret weapon called the Claymore. So, at WrestleMania, I will kick his head off and win the WWE title. He then turns around, looks at Mojo and says, "Oh, Mojo, I forgot you were here. Just remember, 3 seconds. Match starts. Mojo loses in a matter of 3 seconds. And, yeah, that was that. That was cool. Cool segment. The promo was good from Drew. Lots of personality. I liked it.
Yeah.
So, we have that. Then we get a Buddy and AOP interview. They say, They say, see, Charlie. Not like C as in yes, but C. C. Why does it sound weird when I say that?
I don't know.
C, Charlie. As far as AOP and I are concerned, we already have our match won. Seth then comes over, and he says, tonight is a huge night for us. So, guys, you go ahead. You go ahead. So Mojo is suspended. Is that, like, official?
I don't know. That's what I'm, like, WrestleVotes talked about.
Is that official? Hold on.
I don't know. So, WrestleVotes said that they had rumors that more suspensions were coming. And then...
Well, I'm seeing people tweet about...
They put up a picture of Samoa Joe. So, I'm not sure.
Samoa Joe is suspended for WWE wellness policy. I'm seeing more people talk about it, so I'm thinking it's...
So, apparently
true.
Samoa Joe is suspended.
Jeez, man. What's up with people?
Samoa Joe has been suspended.
At least it seems. He,
Yeah, because that's what I see now.
Someone said Samoa Joe is suspended from WWE. People really must not want to go to Saudi.
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
That's... Okay, well, I suppose that makes sense why he got, like, written off TV last week with a concussion or whatever.
Yeah.
That makes sense, I suppose.
Yeah.
So, Seth then gets asked about his triple threat. He says, I've beaten Brock Lesnar twice. I've taken his title twice. I know Drew has his little heart set on fighting Brock. But he needs...
We got it right here, James. In case you're wondering, check right up here. We got the next couple, like, pay-per-views going across right up there.
Yeah, up there. I know Drew has his little heart set on fighting Brock, but he needs to change his mindset and start thinking about challenging the Monday Night Messiah. Yes. So that was that. We then get Kevin Owens and Viking Raiders versus Buddy and AOP in a 6-man elimination tag match. Ay, 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 ay. I hate these types of matches. Especially the elimination ones because they take 45 freaking years to complete.
Well, they have these types of matches too many times.
No, except it's not just a 6-man tag match.
No, they have these matches too many times.
It's a 6-man, like,
Sorry,
elimination tag match. Which is why I dislike it. It's the elimination part of it that I thoroughly dislike. I'm okay with 6-man tag matches. I don't have a problem with them. It's the elimination part that makes me go, why? Because then it takes 45 years. So, Buddy and AOP won. Also, Kevin eliminated the one AOP dude. It came down to Kevin and one of the AOP dudes. I don't remember which one it was. But he eliminated the other one. And I'm sitting there going, why? Why are you having Kevin Owens beat AOP, who's like the one legitimate tag team you have in your division, who's like an actual, like, legitimate, like, threat to everybody? Why are you having Kevin Owens beat them? And then he only took out the one, and then the other dude, you know, didn't get taken out or whatever, and ended up beating him. But, like, whatever. But I was just kind of like, why? Why? It just didn't make sense to me.
It wasn't a bad match. I just don't understand why they did it.
Okay.
Get ready for the 8-man tag match at AEW Gleen. Foot dive and pile driver.
I just don't get it. This was like one of those segments on the show that I was just kind of like, it's not the worst, but it's not the best. It was just kind of like somewhere in the middle. Like, it was like, okay, whatever, you know, whatever. So, Buddy and AOP won, and then we get a Ricochet interview. He says, a chance to compete for the WWE title. That's the dream, isn't it? Now, I know it might be hard for people to believe that I should get a title shot. Yeah, I might not be as strong as Bobby Lashley, and I might not have a gang like Seth Rollins, but I'm here to show tonight that yes, the probability of me winning might be slim, but I'm sure gonna try. So this opportunity means the world to me. Okay, couple problems with this. It was an okay promo for what it was. But I feel like Ricochet, he needs something else for his character. I really like him a lot. I think he's really good in the ring, and I think this worked for him, like in NXT, you know? But now that he's kind of like here on Raw, I'm not in love with it because I feel like
This promo made me cry cry a river.
Like,
cry me a river.
I don't know. It's just, ugh. I feel like they need to do something different with him.
Yeah.
It's really just like, oh golly gee, I'm just so happy to be here. You know? That's like what it made me feel. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it was, I don't know, it was...
It didn't it though? It was just kind of like the, golly gee, I'm just so happy to be here. I'm going to try my best, but hey, if I lose type of a situation. That's what Ricochet does though. Which I get, but I feel like dude is like, he does like cool freaking flips and, you know, can walk up walls. Okay, that doesn't mean you can talk on the mic. I don't know. They just need to just make it all seem the same. Because dude can do so much. And he's doing, you know, these 630 splashes off the top rope, which not a lot of guys on the main roster do. It makes him different, makes him unique, makes him stand out. So I almost want him to go out there and be like, hey, you know?
No, Ricochet has no... I think they're doing this.
You all can throw punches, but you can't flip off the top rope 6 times in the air. You can't flip 6 times in the air and then, you know, land on a dude. Like, you can't do that. I can. So that makes me a little stronger than you.
I'm not sure this isn't being done just to say they gave Ricochet a shot.
I don't know, man. It really just seems like, oh golly gee, I'm just so happy to be here. That's what I got from this promo. And I'm not loving it for Ricochet. I think they need to give him a little something else. You know, make him gloat a little bit. Not in like a heelish way, but just kind of like a little bit like, yeah, I mean, I'm going to go out there, and Bobby might be stronger than me. Seth might have a gang. Doesn't matter. I'm better than both of them. I'm better than Seth's whole gang, okay?
But I think...
I am better than them, and I will win and get a shot at the title, you know? Like, but just being like, yeah, I'm just so happy to be here. Like, the probability of me winning might be so slim, but I'm going to give it my best try. Like, I don't know. I don't love it for him. I feel like they need to be doing something a little bit different. Give him a little more edge.
Give him a manager.
Not even a manager, because I think he's good on the mic. And
I don't think he's been real good on the mic
ever. He can speak, and I think he's good on the mic. It's just what they're giving him currently.
But that's what he does.
No, but this is not what he's always done. I feel like...
You watch his promos. Last
I don't know.
Keith
I
Lee.
think it worked in NXT. It's not really working on the main roster. I think they need to switch something up, give him a little bit of edge, because honestly, if you look at him, he is better than some of the guys they have on there because of the cool stuff that he does. And not a lot of them do that, which makes him different, makes him stand out. So, like, give him a little edge. Let him be like, hey, I am better than you. And I know it. You know it too. So, I mean,
I think
I'm
they're
gonna go
trying
beat
to make,
you.
But I think they're trying to make him, like, realistic and not this.
I get that, but I don't know. What he does is not realistic, dude. Not an he's like, they're making him sound like an average guy who, you know, I'm this average dude, but hey, I flip 95 times in the air. Like, people don't do that, okay? That makes him different, it makes him stand out, and makes him like,
well, at this rate,
wow.
James, if we have everybody show up at WrestleMania that is rumored to be at WrestleMania or wants to be at WrestleMania, we're going to have like 98 matches.
I don't know. I just think they need to do something different with Ricochet. Don't make him this average Joe. Just make him Ricochet.
Yeah.
Bouncing off walls, flipping off the ropes. You know, doing crazy stuff. That's what he does. Throw a little bit of that into his promos.
Thoughts on the new Fast and Furious 9 trailer? When are we gonna see it again? Low Fetchy and I've never even watched the first 8. I just don't watch them. They just aren't my
cup of tea.
Yeah. Cup of tea. He needs Sami Z to talk for him. Yeah,
no, I really don't think he needs a manager. I think he can hold his own on the mic. It's just they gotta give him the right stuff.
I don't think he's good on the mic. Make him Prince Human speaking.
I don't have a problem with him speaking, though. I think he can cut a good promo when he's given the right material, and I just don't think this is the right material. Golly gee, I'm such a good guy. I might not win, but hey, that's okay.
That's kind of his character, though.
I get that, but I think they need to change it.
Well, would you rather have him come out and go, yeah, I'm going to come out and turn your face off and...
No, I'm not saying I want him to come out and be like, yeah, I'm going to rip your face off. Like, I just want him to put, like, just take a tiny little pinch of that and just, like, sprinkle it in. You know? Just a little bit of something so where it's just not like, hey, you can walk on my face and I'll be fine.
Just saying that's him. They have Ricochet reading off a script.
Which is, like, I don't know. Ugh. I just think they need to do something different with it. Does anybody else agree? Because I think he can cut a promo. It's just a matter of the right stuff. And I just don't think this is it.
Okay.
So, we then get Aleister Black versus Eric Young. Aleister Black wins. And then he gets on the mic. He says, remember when they told you when you were young you could grow up and be anything you want to be. Then you shortly after realized it wasn't true. So, when I knock down the Raw locker room, I will engulf the whole room in black shadows from the black mass. And when you look up from the floor and stare at me, you will realize that you were beaten by a person who is told they can be whoever they want to be. I thought this whole promo was really good. I thought the whole message behind the promo was really good. His delivery was really good.
Who's he going after?
I don't know. I have no clue. I still have no idea who he's
It was
going
a good
after.
promo. I thought it was really
whatsoever.
good.
But it was a good promo regardless. I think with the way he's talking about it, I think it's going to be somebody big.
Well, I would agree.
But it's just a matter of who.
Yeah.
Who. That's the question. We then get Humberto Carrillo versus ... We don't know yet. So we're all standing there waiting. And then Angel Garza's music hits. He comes out and Zelina's following him and I go, that is so smart! Ah! I legit said last week that they should like put them in a tag team or something, but putting them against each other is even smarter. Garza says, he comes out, well, Zelina first is like, hey, hello, you thought you got rid of me. No, I'm here. And I found somebody else who, I mean, not is just this dude to beat you, but it's your cousin. So, ha ha ha. You know, Garza then says, we all know that I'm the leader of our family right now, so you answer to me, okay? To me. Humberto then takes the mic. He says a couple things in Spanish. I don't have a clue what he said. And then Zelina slaps him. Garza then attempts to put him through the floor, but Rey Mysterio comes out, and he then I lost my train of thought. Rey Mysterio! He comes out and he stalks him. That's what he did. And then we got Rey Mysterio versus Angel Garza.
Yeah, it was cool.
This was such a good debut for him, though.
It was. I love the way they did it. And he did a good job on the mic, I thought. I thought he was good with everything they came out with. And I thought both
you know,
him
even
and...
though 90% of it was in Spanish, it was all really good.
I agree, Export. I think that Garza showed more character in this whole segment than Humberto did since he's been on Raw. The question is does Humberto have issues with English?
Humberto can speak English.
But can he speak it good enough that
he
can carry on
yeah, I mean, he's cut
really good promo?
I don't know, but he's been backstage and he has cut several promos that have been in English, and his English is pretty decent.
But if it's just like, hey, we're gonna teach you how to do these few, lines, and...
But it's been like more than that. He's had several, and he did a thing with the Street Profits, where he came out and spoke. Humberto can speak English. He can do that. They had him speak Spanish tonight. I just don't think they think that he has super great promo skills. Because, I mean, what I saw from him, yeah, he stuttered on his words a little bit.
I thought he did better doing the Spanish thing than
which I agree. It might be one of those situations where you gotta treat him like Asuka, I suppose, where Asuka has Japanese, that's her native language, and she's better at speaking that, and it sounds more vicious when she comes out.
Well, that's why I wonder if...
And yells at people in Japanese. I mean...
That's why I wonder if Carrillo has issues with speaking... if he has issues speaking English, and he doesn't feel real comfortable doing promos with English.
I mean, maybe he doesn't, but from what I saw...
I would compare Humberto's promos to Ricochet's. I would agree. Which is why I wonder, because tonight when he did the Spanish thing, I thought that he did a lot better with that, and I have no clue what he was saying.
Agreed.
I'd have to go back and watch it again to try and pick up on some of it, but I thought he did a better job with that than he does when he does speaking English.
So, Rey versus Angel Garza. Garza ends up putting Rey through the floor, and that causes a DQ.
I do not think they will be a tag team, no.
I love the pairing of Angel Garza and Zelina Vega. I hope that is a 100%, let's stick with that through, forever.
Yeah.
Because, honestly, Andrade and Garza together as a tag team, though, I feel like that could be something really cool. And, if Zelina manages both of them, or maybe what they do is Andrade gets jealous and is like, I was out with an injury, and you found a replacement? Are you kidding me, Zelina? Are you kidding me? And then that leads to a feud between Garza and Andrade. And, whoever wins gets to keep Zelina, or whatever,
Yeah.
I think that could be a possibility, and I think that could be a really good feud for Garza. Or like I said, a tag team thing. I think either of those...
I don't know. I'd leave Garza as a solo.
I mean, I agree with that. So I would say probably do the feud with the two of them.
So does this mean Andrade may turn face? Maybe they come back and they're kind of a stable.
Dude, that's legit.
If I was real again. I know, but that's what I'm saying. I'm just answering James there.
Oh. Well, I mean, yes. A stable tag team, whatever.
I think Garza, but I don't think they'll be a tag team. I think that they need to keep them separate. But they could work together. I think Garza could survive on his own. His good promo and he screams Eddie Guerrero to me. I agree.
100% agree.
I can see it.
That is from the first time that I saw him, I was like, wow. This is Eddie Guerrero?
Andrade should never be a face. Man. I would agree with that too, just because he just has that look like he's not a face.
He does. Angel Garza has the potential to be the next Eddie Guerrero. Yes. I 100% agree with that. I really think he does. I think
he's a little bigger than Eddie too.
Andrade comes back and starts a new LWO faction.
That'd be cool.
That would be neat. That'd be, different. That'd be, cool. I'd be okay with that. So that was that. That was cool. We then get Charlotte and her announcement.
The guys had to grow as a tag teams for a long time, then going to world champion. Yeah, but I don't think that you need to put them through tag teams. I think that
I feel like almost a feud would be better with Andrade coming back and being like
the
jealous.
Latin World Order. Yes.
Like I honestly think a feud with Andrade being jealous that Zelina got somebody else. Well, it might start out as like, hey, we're cool, but maybe like Zelina likes Garza better than Andrade. Maybe that's what happens, and it kind of causes friction between the two of them, which then causes friction between the other two.
Yeah, I guess.
I could very much see that happening.
I don't dislike Andrade, but I think Garza is what Vince wants from Andrade to be. I agree.
I agree. I think Garza is 100% what Vince wanted Andrade to be. Mhm.
Did you see the Ric Flair commercial?
With
yes.
Hummus.
I did.
He's got to be in hummus commercials now.
Yeah.
That's exciting. So, Charlotte and her announcement, she says, everyone wants to know who I'm going to choose for WrestleMania. Am I going to choose the Raw Championship and fight Becky? Or am I going to choose the SmackDown Championship and choose Bayley? Crowd chants for Rhea. She then says, I love NXT. And NXT they love their queen. So, we're just going to leave it at that. And then she goes on to say, I've beaten both of them. But I want all the gold. Rhea's music hits. And I was like, no way, they did not just do that. And then she comes out, she says, you did win the Women's Royal Rumble. Now you get to challenge for any title you want. You did say you've beaten Becky and you've beaten Bayley. But you haven't beaten me. As a matter of fact, I've beaten you. Rhea then says, if you're going to challenge for a title at Mania, then she holds up the NXT belt, and Charlotte walks out. We then get told that this Wednesday on NXT, Charlotte will answer Rhea's challenge.
Okay, here's the thing. She said she wants all the gold. She's been NXT champion. She's been a Raw champion. She's been SmackDown champion. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if she's not going to go after a different belt.
Okay. I agree with that. My thought process here. I think Wednesday, she shows up. She says, I'm not saying yes, but I'm not saying no. I'm not answering your challenge. I'm also not challenging anybody right now. I've got to think on it more, okay? I got whatever excuse it is, but she just kind of stalls and doesn't really answer Rhea's challenge. Turn around, takeover. She then does the unthinkable. Bum, bum, bum. She shows up at takeover, and she costs Rhea her title, maybe?
Possibly.
She costs Rhea her title. Maybe. I think that's a possibility. And she just leaves. For no reason at all. She just did it for no reason.
Charlotte shows up Wednesday, challenges She's for the North American Championship.
Honestly, though, I'd kind of be okay with it. Not gonna lie, I'd kind of be okay with it. So...
Here's a thought, though. I've said this. I said that she's going to go after the U.S. title. Or the Intercontinental title, is what I had said. Mm-hmm. One of those two.
Yeah.
Now, the Braun has one of them. I don't think she's going to go after that one.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously...
Andrade has the U.S. title.
That leaves Andrade
out for 30 days, so they can't build anything until he comes back.
But if we're talking about WrestleMania, then we got time.
I know, I get that, but I feel like if they're gonna do this, they need to stall. If they're doing Andrade, they need to stall for like a month of where Charlotte is gonna announce, but she doesn't announce, and they need to keep stalling if they're doing that. So then Andrade can actually be there when she says, "Hey, I want to fight you. I want your title." Because I feel like they can't just do that and not have Andrade there. So I think they're going to have to wait to announce Charlotte going after the U.S. title, if that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, I guess.
Till Andrade comes back.
Yeah.
So that would be that.
Charlotte goes after Adam Cole. I think that, I don't know, it just seems like it makes sense.
I don't know, I feel like it's almost too obvious now that she's going to do Riott, with the fact that Riott challenged her, and I feel like she almost is just going to be like, no.
We have Elimination Chamber, James, and we have the Saudi Super Showdown.
Why will Charlotte want to go after all titles, even the men's? Because she's held all the other titles, and it'd be a big deal for her, to be the first ever whatever.
Plus, here's the thought. Vince doesn't like to be outdone.
Mm-hmm.
You have someone that's won a title, a men's title.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Charlotte is legitimately big enough that she could at least make it look like she could compete with
Andrade, for sure.
Some of the wrestlers, some of the smaller wrestlers.
Is she taller than Andrade?
Yeah, probably. We know Charlotte
by a little bit?
Yes, we know they're going to make this match, so why she didn't say anything? I don't know if they're going to make the match.
I really, honestly, at this point, I'm going to hold my breath on the Riott Charlotte thing. I know that's what everybody said. That's what's been reported. That's what everybody...
Thanks, I still won't watch the Saudi shows.
...has thought.
Yeah, a lot of people don't watch the Saudi shows.
But I feel like it's almost way too obvious for Charlotte to be going after the NXT title.
Well, when you start talking about, hey, I've won the titles.
I've won every title.
I
won all the gold.
But it just seems like it's...
What has she not held? She hasn't held the U.S. title.
That's what I'm saying.
She hasn't held the Intercontinental title.
And it wasn't about beating anybody. It was about holding the titles.
Mm-hmm.
That's what her speech was about.
So, I don't know. She's already held the NXT Championship. So, I feel like it almost... Why have her do that again? And it doesn't really do much for Riott either if she beats her, Because it's not like Charlotte is the top of the totem pole of the women's division. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it doesn't really do much for Riott. It doesn't really do much for Charlotte if she wins. So I think, honestly, it would be a good match. I'm not saying it wouldn't be a good match, because it would be. But it's just what's the point of it? Just to say, hey, we're getting Riott versus Charlotte at WrestleMania to give Riott a WrestleMania moment. I suppose so. But to me, almost, I think doing the U.S. title would be more meaningful.
You've already had a woman's already won the 24/7 title.
It would just be more meaningful if she went after the U.S. title.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
More meaningful to her, more meaningful for the women's division, just more meaningful as a whole. So what I'm hearing, guys, Shane is facing Undertaker at Super Showdown. No.
The thing is legitimately, I think there are some women that can wrestle some of the smaller guys and make it look like a legit match.
I agree.
So it's not like it's anything that's out of the ordinary, out of the, couldn't happen. I mean, I just watched a match the other day with Mia Yim versus Keith Lee.
And it was a pretty good match.
So, having Charlotte face Andrade, they're both similar sized.
And honestly, like I said, I think it'd be more meaningful than having her fight Riott for the NXT Championship.
Well, is it any different than having Ricochet versus Braun?
So
Rey Mysterio versus anybody?
So I don't know. I think they should do the U.S. title. I think Riott at this point is way too obvious with the fact that she came laid down the challenge. I think Charlotte should just say, hey.
How do you book Andrade versus Charlotte?
I don't really think you have to do much, in all honesty. Because I feel like the match is already made.
Well, I think Charlotte would be able to book it herself, but I think that it's a way to, bring attention to WWE. And
it almost makes the U.S. title mean more. If I'm being completely honest, it puts it out there more and it makes it mean more because now not only are the men going after it, but the women want to go after it too. So that must mean that it means something, you know?
If it was the title, I would say, okay, Aleister versus Charlotte, but I don't,
The idea of Charlotte going after the men's title is dumb. Not only you take a spot for other people, but also the amount of backlash will be big. See, I'm not even worried about the amount of backlash.
Would the backlash be big?
Really? Are we really taking a spot from anybody, though?
Well, considered if you look at everything, in fact, I mean, who's focused on the U.S. title? Nobody.
Not really. How do you book the Andrade versus Charlotte feud with Andrade out? That's what I'm saying, though, is if they're going to do it, they have to wait until Andrade comes back from his suspension.
Well, he'll be back in 23 days.
Which I know. I get it. It's already been a week. So, it's like another, 3 weeks?
Yeah, so it's not like it's going to be...
So, they're going to have to drag out Charlotte announcing, though, for 3 weeks. If they're going to do it. Because I feel like you can't have her sit there and say, I'm going after the U.S. title when, Andrade's not there. I think we have to wait. So I think this whole, maybe doing this whole Rhea thing is stalling.
Could be. I mean, if
and
she
trying to get people to go, oh my gosh, we're going to get Rhea versus Charlotte.
If she comes out and goes... No. If she comes out and goes, I'm not... if she says something about, no, I'm not, I'm just going to wait, I'm not announcing who I'm going to fight, then I think there's probably something up, and it's not going to be a women's title she goes after.
I still think the way, like I said, they could drag it out as they do.
What about having Zelina defend the U.S. title?
They have Charlotte.
Problem is, then she's the champion, and she's the first women's champion.
They have Charlotte come out and tell Rhea next week, hey, no, sorry, I'm not saying yes, not saying no. But then she comes out at TakeOver and costs Rhea the match, or just distracts her, so she tries to have her lose, whatever.
Charlotte Flair comes out and says, Wednesday says she accepts on the set, told you so. I wouldn't be surprised if she does.
Surprised? He wouldn't be surprised or shocked.
Okay. The issue I have with it is when you're sitting there and you have her saying that she's had the gold and all the gold and stuff, and then you don't have her. And she's already had the NXT title, so what's she gonna get from it?
Nothing. It doesn't mean it. The only thing it does is it will draw eyes to NXT because she's holding the title, but that doesn't mean anything.
The Rey Mysterio Batista feud, they've had a steel cage stand. Their feud, but the following week on SmackDown, they had a no DQ match. But it was a dark match. It aired after the episode went off the air. Do you think that counts as a blow off? Yes, pretty much.
So I don't know. I just think they should just hold off to have Charlotte announce.
I'm stuttering because I'm it's really loud in my headphones here. So I'm hearing back talk when I'm talking here. It's I'm trying to think about what I'm saying, and I'm hearing everything I'm saying.
That's funny. So we then get Bobby Lashley interview. He says he's going to beat Seth and Ricochet.
Elijah, please refrain from using foul language.
Gleen.
He said cocky.
Oh, that's funny.
So it's picking out the words.
He says he says he's going to beat Seth and Ricochet. He then goes on to say, I'm going to then go on and beat Brock Lesnar. And then I'll beat the holy hell out of Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. So that's the way that's going to
Rhea and Bianca face Wednesday. Does Charlotte wait till after the segment or takes both out?
Honestly, I feel like if Charlotte's coming out, it's going to be during Bianca and Rhea's face-off.
Well, then Rhea has to win.
What?
Rhea has to win the match.
Win what? It's not a match, though. It's just a face-off.
Well, whatever. Face-off match, whatever you want to call it.
They're just coming out and cutting promos against... Hey, I'm going to let you smell my armpit. I'm going to smell your armpit. Let's go. They're coming out next week, or this Wednesday, and they're just coming face-to-face. That's all it is. So I think Charlotte's going to come out during that segment.
Yeah, well, you know how face-offs go.
And it'll end with somebody going through a table, you know, because that's the way it always works. So we then get Asuka versus Natalya. Asuka wins. The segment was actually thoroughly enjoyable. I really like this, the whole setup and everything. Asuka wins. Asuka then gets on the mic and yells, "Where is Becky? Becky Lynch, I want a rematch for the Raw Women's Championship." Becky comes out. She says, "So after ducking me for a whole year, you want to fight me again?" Sounds interesting, because beating you at the Royal Rumble gave me superpowers. And you're damn right I want to drink from that fountain again, so you're on. Kyrie then tries to attack her from behind, and she pushes her out of the ring. She says, "See? Superpowers. Eyes in the back of my head." And then she walks out. I kind of love this.
Yeah, it was cool.
I kind of love this. It's funny. I don't know. There's just something about it that I thoroughly love. It's like just the swagger. It's just so different. And I just love it. So we're getting Becky versus Asuka next week on Raw for the Raw Women's Championship. This is how that's going to go down. It's going to end in disqualification. Because Shayna Baszler's coming out. She wants to ensure that she gets Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. Not Asuka. She wants Becky. So that's why this match next week is happening. That's why this is ending in DQ.
Probably. Asuka won't win next week.
Because Shayna.
Yeah.
That's why.
Probably.
So, I love this. I thought this whole thing was funny. The glasses that she was wearing, the deal with the glasses.
I love this because Becky's overrated.
Like, it was so good.
Overrated, clap, overrated.
I love this. I love this whole thing. I just thought it was so good, and
She's getting beat.
Yeah, she's getting beat by Shayna at WrestleMania. That's what's happening here.
Yeah, probably. She's just getting beat.
I already know this is happening.
Well, she gets beat. Okay, well, she gets beat by Shayna, and then Ronda shows up.
I don't think Ronda's showing up.
She's coming back.
No, I don't think so. Ronda, there have been several things that have come out within the last, 2 weeks. Ronda said she's not coming back full time. She said she's just not doing it.
That's what they all say.
No, but she's I don't think she's coming back.
Yeah.
She's not coming back full time.
Whatever. Brock isn't full time, so she could come back once every 6 weeks.
Okay, well, Brock's there more than I think Ronda would be, in all honesty. I don't think Ronda's coming back.
Brock has not been there until this round, till just recently. Brock is there once every 3 months.
I mean, I agree with you, yes, but I don't think Ronda is coming back full time ever again. I just don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, having the kid thing's not working out well for her.
I just don't think she's coming back full time. I don't think she's winning a championship again. I just don't think it's happening. I really don't.
Yeah.
And if she's gonna do this whole part-time thing and only be there half the time when she's champion, people are gonna hate it, and she's gonna be the female Brock Lesnar. So don't do it. It'd be stupid.
Yep.
Don't do it. So don't put her in title things.
And that's full time.
Or don't bring her back, period.
So.
I don't think she's coming back.
Okay.
I really don't. She said she's not coming back full time, and I fully believe her. I don't think she's coming back full time at all.
Alright.
So Shayna's gonna take the title off of Becky, and then I don't know where they go from there. I don't know who they have Shayna fight. I have no idea. Maybe Asuka? Asuka's first in line? I don't know. No idea. So, thoroughly enjoyed the promo. Thought it was funny. I love the Becky swagger. It's different than what we've seen. She's cocky. She's you know, just like, yes, I am the man. I am Becky Lynch, and I rock.
Yeah.
You all suck. And sure, I'll fight you again, because I know I can beat you. You know? I love it. Don't you?
I hope she gets beat.
Next week.
I don't care when. It's like, you know, it's like when you sit here and you talk about, well, Brock's been the champion too long. It's like...
But the difference between Becky Lynch and Brock Lesnar is that Becky Lynch shows up. Brock Lesnar does not. Okay? There's a huge difference between the two of them.
Okay.
Brock Lesnar shows up once every 6 months and holds the title hostage. Doesn't defend it like ever. Okay? Becky is on TV constantly, defending her title, being out there, cutting good promos, getting great reactions from the crowd, and Brock Lesnar is not. That's the difference between the two of them.
That's because if
that's
what makes them have like one women's segment every
different
2 shows.
Okay, whatever.
Just saying.
Except, how many women's segments did they have tonight? Several.
They did a better job tonight.
I mean, they had Liv and Lana with Ruby at the beginning.
Which is pretty exciting.
They had Charlotte and Riott. But hey, at least it was a women's segment. Yeah, I was like, oh, Liv and Lana, whatever. But then Ruby came out and that made it exciting, made it interesting. People were like, yes, you're back. And then we had the Asuka Natalya thing. And then after that, we had Becky and Asuka.
Yep. First time in how long that we've had that many segments? And look who we pushed. We pushed Asuka. We pushed Natalya. We pushed Charlotte. We pushed Becky. You have Riott, who's the champion right now, who they're going to push, just because she's got star written all over her. And outside of that,
I recall that I just said Liv and Lana and I don't know, Ruby were on the show.
Yeah, Liv and Lana are in that stupid thing that they got going on. So.
Okay, but at least it's a women's segment. So.
Okay, well at least Bobby Lashley was fighting Rusev.
What are you even comparing the two for?
I'm saying that, you know, okay, we talk about things that are stupid and dumb on TV and...
Yeah, sure, it's a dumb, stupid segment.
It's like, who cares?
But it brought Ruby Riott back, which made people go, I wonder what they're going to do with that.
That's
Hope
right.
they don't screw it up.
Edge wasn't coming back, and then look, he was back.
Okay.
He was back again.
Okay, but I really don't think Ronda's coming back. Based on the articles I've read, I don't think she's coming back full time.
That's because she put it out there that I'm not coming back, and now it's going to be a shock when she does.
Even if she does come back, I still won't be shocked. But if she doesn't come back, I won't be shocked either. But I really don't think she's coming back.
That's right.
Not full time. But hey, that's just me, whatever. So, I liked the whole segment, thought it was good. We then get Seth Rollins. Question. Pushing the women. They had, I don't know, many women on the show tonight.
Okay.
And what's wrong with pushing Asuka? What's wrong with pushing Kyrie? What's wrong with that?
Thanks, James. Well, the thing is pushing the women is one thing. The problem you have is you push certain women frequently, and then you have a bunch of them that just like are there like once every couple weeks, every 3 weeks, every 4 weeks.
Okay.
And then you're not really pushing anything.
So did you want Natalya to beat Asuka?
No, what I'm saying is Natalya has been pushed. Natalya is on frequently.
Because that's a problem. Why?
Well, don't sit here and tell me that the women need to be pushed, and then you're pushing like 4 women.
Except they're not pushing 4 women.
Really? Becky, Natalya, Charlotte, Asuka gets some time.
Asuka gets
outside
some
of that,
decent time.
Who?
I don't know. What do you want me to tell you? This is who they have for the Raw Women's roster currently.
I'm just saying that don't sit here and tell me that
they're working with what they got, and I think they're doing a pretty good job.
Where is Sarah Logan? Well,
of pushing
she is
who
off
they've
somewhere
got,
else in Neverland.
Except she was on TV just a couple weeks ago.
She's sitting with EC3.
And I can probably foresee her getting involved in the Ruby Liv storyline.
She had her
maybe
one TV showing, you know.
See, but the problem with her is
for the month.
She's not super interesting. And
awesome, James.
If they're gonna like do something with her, they like I don't know. And Maven, the equality here. I would think you of all people would understand pushing other women. I get that, but like they're pushing who they have on Raw currently. Okay.
Hey, sorry, John.
The Raw Women's Division is trash. I 100% agree with that. I think what I have said over the last couple weeks,
fix it.
Except I think you could. Because the way I would do it is I would take all the women and I would divide them differently. Because I think the way they've been divided is not super fair.
So how are you going to divide
I'm going to use the word fair here.
Share with me. Yo, tonight was kind of decent. Angel Garza on Raw. Yes, definitely.
I know, right? It was like,
awesome.
Ooh, you know. So I would divide them differently. I would take NXT's women's division, SmackDown women's division, and Raw's women's division. I'd throw them all into a bowl, and then I'd look at it and say, all right, I want 3 top stars for each brand. 3 top stars that are going to be the main card ones.
Isn't that what Raw already has?
No.
They don't?
3 main card.
Isn't that what Raw already has?
Okay, 3 main card stars for each brand.
Okay.
Then I'm going to have, I don't know, depending on how many women I have in the bowl, pull them out, put the people mid-card that are going to be built up to be contenders with the main card ones. Then I'd have my lower division that are going to be built up to be the mid-card ones. Like, I divide them differently. And I would divide them differently. Because honestly, I feel like SmackDown's women's division is honestly better than Raw's.
Why?
Raw has the worst women's division out of all of them.
Why is
What
SmackDown
sucks
better?
for them currently is that they do have a couple of their big names out with injuries.
So why is SmackDown's better?
Because it just is.
And
they have Bayley. They have Lacey. They have Sasha. They have Nikki. They have Alexa. They have Carmella. They have Dana, Dana doesn't do very much, but they have Dana. They have, who else do they have? Off the top of my head, I can't think of who else they have. I have to look at the list. Mandy, Sonya. I just feel their division is better. I really do. I feel like when they divided them up in the draft, I don't think it was done very
I'll have to check it out.
fairly, so to speak. Like, I feel like Raw really got the short end of the stick in the draft for the women's division. I really do. Like,
well, I think they were hoping that Becky and Charlotte could carry the division and throw in Asuka and you'd be okay.
see, I get that, but I don't know.
Take out the WO now, it's the men's division. Hello.
Like,
Raw has jobbers for women's division. I mean, again, I don't know that it's...
It's the way they're divided up. I
guess.
swear to you, it's the way
Sorry,
they're
John,
divided
answer your
up.
question. You guys think we'll get Rhea versus Charlotte at Mania? A lot of people do. I think that since Charlotte has already had that title, I think she's going to say that, no, that's not the title I want. What are you looking for?
A pencil.
Why?
Because I need a pencil.
Why?
Because I need a pencil.
Asuka, Becky, Charlotte,
I'm back.
Kyrie,
I just have to be a prick
Lana,
for
Liv,
just a second.
Natalya, Nia, Ruby.
I really think Raw got the short end of the stick in the draft.
Asuka and Kyrie shouldn't be the women's tag team champions. I don't know that anybody should be. Okay, who all agrees Ricochet's about to get buried at Super Showdown? I agree. But, yeah, I agree.
I agree, but yeah, I agree. 100%, I agree.
Maven is a teacher now.
Yes. I have a pencil. I really think Raw got the short end of the stick. Guys, I am not even joking to you. I am going to make a list. I'm going to divide the roster up.
She's going to check it twice. She's going to find out who's not even
I am going to make a list.
I don't want what happened to Maven.
I am going to make a list.
Check it twice.
I'm going to a list of all the women.
Naughty or nice.
I'm going to then divide them up and tell you people how I would divide them. Because honestly, I think it makes a world of a difference who you have on your brands.
She knows when you are sleeping.
I'm just saying. I'm coming back tomorrow.
She knows when you're awake.
And I will have a list. Not the list, a list. And you will see that dividing the women in the division differently is better. It works. I'm telling you. Okay, now then on top of that, you have to have your storylines and stuff. But if you have a sucky roster to begin with, you can't do much with them. I'm just saying.
Laugh is more legit than Ted DiBiase. You put Ted to shame.
Like, I'm just saying.
His laugh was awesome.
So, we then...
Lashley versus Brock in Super Showdown. That would make more sense. Yes, I agree.
Seth versus Bobby versus Ricochet. #1 contender for Brock at Super Showdown. Bum, bum, bum. Seth comes out, he cuts this long promo before the match. He says, I'm going to beat Brock Lesnar. You know, it's kind of funny how last year I promised the same thing and got a very different response. I took that title and defended it everywhere. And then you people crucified me. Now, I don't hate you guys at all. I don't hate you guys at all. In fact, I'm here to thank you. Because it's because of you that it made me who the man that I am today. And once again, I will dethrone Brock Lesnar. Again. The way he worded that was so weird. And once again, I will dethrone Brock Lesnar again. There were 2 agains in there. And I don't think there was supposed to be.
This was awesome.
He then says, I will go down as the one who saved this division. Murphy and AOP try to help Seth, but then Kevin Owens and the Raiders, they come out and they beat him up, you know. Ricochet wins, and then Brock comes out and kills him in 2.2 seconds.
This is a cool segment. I love the Seth segment. I love how he's still dissing the fans. It's pretty cool.
Asuka will win the championship at Mania and get a WrestleMania moment. I disagree. I think it's going to be Becky versus Shayna at WrestleMania, and then Shayna will get her WrestleMania moment, which is going to suck even more. But hey, that's fine. Whatever. So.
I hear Will Ferrell might do well too. We are doing good.
What's up with Vince and the God stuff? Cause
that would be cool if they did it at Elf too.
Remember, he had a match.
They need to. I like the first one.
The Vince stuff with the match against God. That was funny. So, guys, I have an issue with this whole set. I just don't like it. And it's not that I don't like it because he's heel, you know, and like I don't like him. I just don't like it. I feel when we begin to, I don't know, involve AOP and Buddy Murphy and Kevin Owens and the entire locker room during Seth's matches, it gets very messy. And for me personally, I just don't like it.
It's part of what they're doing with him now, though.
But I just don't like it.
I'm cool with it.
I just don't like it.
I think it's cool.
I have tried.
They wanted him to be a bad guy, so he's being a bad guy.
Except this isn't the bad guy that I just thought he was going to be. You know, I just know.
Seth needs new gear since he is the Messiah now.
He
should come out in like a long robe thing. You know? I think that'd be cool.
I just don't.
With like...
I know a lot of people really love the Monday
Bible
night.
in his hand or something.
I love all the people with, you know, they all love the Monday Night Messiah, and cool, that's great for you. I tried to give it a chance.
Give me a headache. AEW, hurry up.
I tried to give this a chance. I really did. But I just really dislike it. I don't, there's nothing about it that really interests me, and I don't like it.
I love it.
I'm sorry, I disagree.
I don't know why you don't like it.
Like I said, I just feel like there's way too many freaking people. And when you begin to get them,
group.
I get it. Okay?
The Dark Order on AEW brings out 94 guys and you're like, man, this is cool now.
But it's different.
Seth
because
team or give Buddy and AOP a stable team. Yeah, I agree. They need to change some things up, but I think overall it's really good.
Because
besides, Seth is our holy wrestling king. Yes,
I
think
feel
it's
like
awesome.
This is just like
they just need to change up a few things, and I think it would be even better.
I just don't like it. I really don't like it. There's nothing about it that interests me. When I envisioned Seth going heel, I was thinking 2014, I'm gonna stab you in the back type of stuff. Like that heel with the laugh and stuff. That's what I thought. And that's what I'm always gonna think of when I think of Seth Rollins.
Seth at a Christian Road.
Heel turn.
Perfect. Yes, I agree.
Like this, I just don't like this. I just don't like it. I'm sorry. I just don't like it.
And one botch their move at Dark Order.
When you begin to,
I don't have an issue.
Seth
I don't have
is
a problem
fine on his own. Like, it's all the people that just makes me go, I don't like this. Because when all the people begin to get involved, you have his 3 dudes that come out to help him. But then you have the other 3 dudes that are chasing them down. That's 6 people right there. On top of the 3 people that were already in the ring. Like, it's just so many people, and it just makes me go, ugh.
It's part of the stable. That's part of the whole idea behind it.
I just don't like it. I feel like it's just really messy, and I just don't like it.
So do you like the Inner Circle?
I don't have a problem with the Inner Circle.
Why?
It's
There's like 40 of them.
Completely different. The Inner Circle? Are you kidding me? There's 5 of them.
There's like 10.
No, there's not.
12.
There's like 5.
15.
5 of them.
Okay.
And that's different.
Why?
Because they don't have people coming after them. Like 95 people. They might have one person coming out after them at a time. But I don't know if it's just like the camera angles, and I feel like they're always just like on top of one another, or like what the deal is. But I just don't like it. I just don't like it.
The WWE Heavyweight Championship, and he's now WWE Heavyweight Messiah. See?
No, I just
I think
don't like
it'd be cool.
I feel like also the Monday Night Messiah thing. I just don't like it. I'm sorry. I just
don't have a problem with it.
I just don't like it. That's just my opinion.
Goldberg.
Like I said, when I envisioned Seth going heel, I always am going to envision his 2014 heel turn. That was his best heel turn he had, and I thoroughly enjoyed that with the evil laugh and everything. And it's, I've got the gloves and stuff. It was good. And I like that so much better.
Goldberg is going to be on SmackDown Friday.
Yes.
Riott is back. Why? When is Nia Jax coming back?
Probably sometime. I don't know. Soon?
I would think soon. Unless they're gonna wait and bring her back at Mania.
Which I could see happening.
Which would not shock me.
I could see that happening. So Goldberg.
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Yes.
I don't know who's he gonna go after.
I don't know, but why? Roman?
He's coming back for a reason.
Roman?
Possibly. Why is Goldberg on SmackDown to spear Dolph? Yes. He's going to spear Dolph. Him or King Corbin.
That would suck, though. Honestly.
That's who I think.
I think Roman.
You're making your list, aren't you?
Yes.
Gotta check it twice.
I have to write people down first.
Gonna find out who's naughty or nice.
Yeah. Totally. I really don't know who Goldberg is gonna fight.
Hulk Hogan.
No.
At Saudi Arabia.
No.
Chris Benoit. At Saudi Arabia. Eddie Guerrero. At Saudi Arabia. Line of the year already. Mojo, I'll be with you in a sec, and in 3 seconds I'm going to Claymore kick your head off. I know, it's funny.
So it's funny.
McIntyre's been doing good. Goldberg versus Rude. Yeah, that'd be another good one. Okay, it wouldn't be a good one, but at least you know.
I'm checking Twitter. There's still nothing official for...
Nothing's official.
Nothing official of,
Samoa Joe.
Mojo being suspended.
But it's like posted everywhere.
Yeah, except...
Why are you making the list? I do not want to be on your list. Don't worry, John L., you're not on the list. Unless you're a female. Then you might be on the list.
Well, and unless you're in the WWE.
Yeah, unless you're in the WWE.
When...
Make your list, hurry up, so like people can figure out. You know?
Now?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Well, I was looking...
You were sitting there writing, and now everybody wants to know.
Yeah, because I had to write the divisions down.
They don't like the Maven t-shirt.
Well, I'm not even wearing a Maven t-shirt.
What's your t-shirt say?
Maven Rants.
Yeah, you should... Huh?
It says Maven's Rants.
What t-shirt?
Oh, but this, it says...
It says? No,
down since day one-ish.
I don't think he's talking about your t-shirt.
What t-shirt is
By the way, the t-shirt that you have, you know, that says the Wrestle Story and has hashtag Maven Rants.
Oh, I don't have one of those.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's nothing official of Joe yet, and once if all the people that are reporting it are everybody but
I have two of them.
Fightful.
See, Forgetty has two of them.
Everybody but...
You don't have one yet, and Forgetty has two.
Everybody but Fightful has reported the Mojo thing, so I'm taking it with a grain of salt and going to say, hey, we'll see if they report it, and then I'm going to say it's real, because they're generally, like, the first people on that stuff. And, so I don't know.
Wellness policy, which means he's probably doing something he's not supposed to.
Probably. Or he's like, I'm going to do this now so I don't have to go to Saudi.
Yes. Or he just decided he wanted a break because he didn't want to go to Saudi Arabia. And
one of the two.
This is an excuse to get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
One of the two. I mean, you know, whatever. Mandy. Oh, Mickie James. I forgot about her.
Oh, Maurice is on there too.
Yeah, but she doesn't wrestle anymore.
Oh, yeah. Naomi, Nikki. Paige is still listed.
Except she doesn't wrestle.
Sasha. Tamina.
Sonya.
There.
Okay, now I need NXT.
Oh, look at that.
Should I include NXT UK too?
Goldberg versus Big E. That'd be interesting. Goldberg versus Big E. I think that'd be an interesting match.
Guys,
maybe.
I'm not going to share the list with you tonight. You're going to have to
Apparently
come back.
John Cena is going to be... Oh, I thought that was kind of said dead.
I thought it said dead too.
Apparently John Cena's
when
going to
I
be a dad.
looked at it first, I thought he was going to be...
Apparently John Cena's going to be dead. Whoa.
Where'd you
no,
see
what
that
do you know that we don't? Everyone gets suspended lately.
Apparently
yes.
so. I don't know what the deal is.
The Saudi show's coming up. They don't want to go.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. That's what I would say. Like, honestly. I mean, do I want to go to the Saudi show? No.
Nah, it's a long way to travel.
I mean, in all honesty, no. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Casey. Mia. Marina.
Dumb.
She's making her list.
Except I'm just
Riott.
writing the people down.
Shayna. Tegan. Tanera. Vanessa Bourne.
Oh my gosh, you're going too fast. I can't write that quickly. Tegan. I think I'll put you in the end.
Riley. Nikki's Prego and John's the baby's daddy. Great.
Ha 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 ha. That's hilarious. I feel, like I said, if you divide the women's division up better, I think it helps.
Yeah.
And that's why I'll get back to you with my list tomorrow.
Because we'll be back tomorrow with...
Because I gotta leave you guys on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I'm making you guys have to come back. So you see how I switch up the
We'll actually be back a little earlier tomorrow with NWA Power.
Yes.
Show starts at it's either 5 or 6. I don't know which.
One of the two.
And then we'll watch it, and then we'll give you our
Thoughts on
recap
it? Mm-hmm.
of what we thought. All right. I think that it's pretty much it.
I think so.
Unless anybody else has anything else they want to talk about.
Yeah.
Let's check here just to make sure that there's no other news.
So in my list, I'm including Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and NXT UK because NXT UK has some great women on their show. I'm just saying. So I kind of gotta include them.
Let's see here.
Anything? Seen anything? Anything at all? Anything at all?
I'm not seeing anything.
Oh.
Nope.
Also forgot Mercedes Martinez. She's also on NXT, but she's not listed as on the roster yet, even though technically she is. Oh, and Chelsea Green.
Yep, that's pretty much it. So, AEW is in talks with one of New Japan Wrestling's top stars. That is cool. Good night, James. Have a good evening. I think you'll see AEW trying to ink deals with a few people. I'd rather see them like combine and just try and work with them. And kind of like that NWA and Ring of Honor are doing. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Where you pull a wrestler here for a show or two and make some pay-per-view match, some big pay-per-view match between, with cross-promotion stuff. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
With that, I think we're going to take off. We'll be back tomorrow night with our NWA Power. And other than that, you got anything else?
I don't think so.
We are out. You guys have a good evening. I love the Becky segment. It was good, James. It was good. Mr. G finally watched MLW. Wow, that show is amazing. It is good, and we've talked about doing a show on that too.
Shotzi, she's also
because I thought it was good. There's a little bit of everything on MLW. You get your lucha stuff. You get your just classic wrestling. You get like some of the hardcore stuff. It's a little bit of everything. I'm out. See y'all tomorrow night and Wednesday. All right, James, have a good one. We are out. You guys have a good one. Peace out, people.
Peace out.